Hi there. I'm your host, Corinne, and this is Okay, But Are You Good? Where we check in on ourselves on a weekly basis to see how we're doing. Are we living our best lives, or are we just trying to get by? I will say this week's been a lot better than last week, and I just think that's how life is. It's day by day, week by week, and we just hope for the best. This week's episode is for anyone in their mid to late 20s that are starting to freak out that they're not where they thought they'd be. Maybe it's your job, your relationship status, your skincare routine, just you name it. And maybe it's just not where you thought it would be at this point in your life. So let's dive into that. So I feel like when I was growing up, I had this idea of where I thought my life would be. I watched so many TV, those Disney movies growing up, and, you know, everyone had their life figured out in their mid-20s. And I thought I was going to be married by 25, have kids by 28, and be living in my dream home by then too. And I am the youngest of 6 kids, and my sister closest in age, there's like a 7-year age gap. So when I was like 18 and she was 25 and she wasn't married yet, I was like shocked because I thought like everyone by then would be married at 25. But like as I've gotten older, like that's not realistic and everyone has a different path. But, you know, I grew up where everyone got married before they were 30. And I'm glad times have changed and that's not the expectation anymore. I think it didn't help that a lot of people in my life got together young and had kids right away. And I'm glad that I'm taking my time. I mean, I did end up getting engaged. Wait, I'm 29. I think we were 27 and then we were married last year. And you know, and kids, that's low on the priority list right now. Sorry, mom and dad. But if you told younger Corinne, like, I'm technically behind on my schedule that I thought I was going to be, you know, she'd probably be freaking out. But I'm straight chilling. I got everything I need right now, which is my partner and a home and my 3 cats and my family. So, but it didn't always feel like this. If you asked me like a couple years ago, I might have felt more behind. My best friends had gotten married and I still wasn't even engaged yet. And I was like, oh no, like they're going to start having kids. They won't be able to grow up together. They still probably won't at this point, but that's okay. And where does this pressure come from? Well, first of all, it was myself. And second of all, it's society and what we see on social media of these people with these huge families. They're married to the love of their lives. They are running a massive company. I mean, there's so many people online that have multiple houses and they're younger than me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm really slacking back here. And it doesn't help that you have your family asking you, okay, now that you've graduated, are you going to go to grad school? Are you going to go to med school? Or when are you getting married? When are you having kids? You know, when I was in high school, it was like, where are you going to college? What are you going to major in? Then I graduated. Okay, when are you going to get married? When are you going to do this and that? My husband didn't propose until 8 years. I really hope I'm getting the math right on that. And we've been together in 2 months, will be 11 years. And I only have 2 other couples that have been together just as long as we have. First year of college, and all the men waited super long to propose, but hey, we're all still together, so who cares? But there was a lot of pressure of when are you guys going to get married, all this stuff, because everyone just assumed it happened right after college. They fit that unrealistic timeline of be married before or at 25. And a lot of the times you do feel behind. You're looking too much around. And that's what you have to remind yourself, that everyone's on their own timeline. You cannot compare yourself. You cannot feel like you're behind just because you haven't done certain things by a certain age. Some things just take longer. Don't they? Like half the people that are killing it out here, their career didn't start until their 30s, 40s, 50s. Everyone is different. If you just happen to start younger and had a great career, great family life, whatever your priority is, that's amazing. That's just what was meant for you. And as I've realized, we're all pretty much just faking it, right? We don't know what we're doing. We're surviving. We're trying to take each day as it is and just hope that we are fed, house is clean, whatever other priorities. And you wake up and go to work the next day. No one has it figured out all the way every single day because too many things come up. And I was just talking to my friends about this, that like 30s is the new 20s. Like, I'm so excited. I make my own money. I have my own place. Like, I can just do what I want and just really take advantage of the world is my oyster, and it's just going to get better. It's not going to go downhill, because also when I was growing up, I wanted to have my own business before I was 30 so I could be on 30 under 30 Forbes list. I mean, that'd be a miracle if that could happen in the next 3 months, because I'm going to be 30 in December, but I don't think I'm that lucky. I'm not winning the lottery anytime soon. So, we tried. And I don't know, I'm excited to just grow into this new person in my 30s. I've accomplished so much in my 20s. I lived in another city, which might sound small, but it was a big deal for me. I moved away from home, found the love of my life. I have my dream place and I have a great job. Like, I am very content and happy with where I'm at. And it took time to get here. So the 30s, there's just so many more opportunities. I initially wanted to do that 30 things to do before you're 30, but I ran out of time. But my best friend is doing it and I'm so excited for her. She just turned 29 and she has her list and she's just killing it. So, maybe I could do a list of 30 things to do when you're your first year as of being 30. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I could commit that hard, but she has some pretty exciting stuff. So that's one thing to like kind of mix it up and really love life, that you're getting older. It's great that we can grow older and you don't want to just move backwards. We're trying to stay present and focus on the future and remind ourselves that everything happens for a reason and you are exactly where you need to be. And that it's okay if life doesn't look like how you thought it would be. It didn't play out that way, and that doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing. And I'm so proud of where I've come. There's been so many obstacles and so many mishaps, so many things out of my control. Even just this last year, I'm still mentally coming back from being in a car accident. I had to deal with some neighbor drama, and there's been a few other things, but those are the major. And like, my health has been so good. It was so terrible last year. So I'm just so grateful that I've made it this far, and I'm becoming someone who my younger self would be proud of. I look back when I was like 15 which is 15 years ago, which is crazy. Oh yeah. And all I ever wanted was the life I have, and I didn't even know I wanted this life until it happened. Because I think when I was younger, all I wanted to be was a grown up. But there are days where I wish I wasn't, and I was still a kid. But, I don't there's so many fun things that happen as you get older. And it's exciting that I'm going to be 30 and it's going to open a new chapter of my life. And if you feel like you're not where you were at and you're hitting 30 soon, I think you have to go easy on yourself and just say the timeline's going to take a little bit longer and this is happening for a reason. And maybe you haven't accomplished everything. I haven't, but I'm happy with what I have. And it's just reminding yourself that you are good where you're at. So if you're coming up on your 30th birthday or you're ready in your 30s, mid-20s, whatever it is, take a breath. You're not late. You're at a jog where everyone else is at a sprint. Because when you look back, the best part won't be that you made it. It will be that you made it your way. So make sure you're checking in with yourself and going easy, and just remind yourself that things take time. Thank you so much for listening in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next week.